Let's have a conversation.
Thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm sure I'll see you at one of these events again soon.
We got Mark with the Mindful Reality podcast, who I've been a guest on, and it was a blast.
Thank you for having me, honestly, and I cannot wait to do it again. We're going to do this again in the future. I just know it.
I tried, y'all. I officially quit the season. No, I'm just kidding. I don't quit the season, but I feel like I want to at this point. I feel defeated. I feel like I lost. I feel like a lot of us took an L tonight. Except for anyone who wants to see Jag or Matt win, everybody else took an L. Hey, Mark and fam. Hey, Edward. Hi, Pittsburgh. Hi, Melanie. Thanks for coming. Hi, Gail. Hello, New Orleans lady. Hi, Holly. I can't even answer that for you. I cannot even answer that. My emotions, I'm a big sports fan, and my emotions were up and down during this episode as if I was watching a sports game. Before you begin, I want to say major prayers to everyone in Maine. Hopefully, Maine will be back in peace. Thank you so much for the super chat. And also, agreed. Yes, we had a tragic shooting in Maine. And just prayers up for all the families that were affected. What an episode indeed. Holly, if you start that class action, I'm with you. I'm with you on that class action. I'm seething too. Anyone who was in my Discord knows that I'm just unhappy as hell about the results. Come on. This has got to be one of the best usages of a super chat ever. Super chat number 1 was to make sure to recognize the people in the tragedy in Maine. And super chat number 2 was for the tragedy on Big Brother. You're doing good, buddy. Keep it up. But that was a joke, y'all. Obviously, life is more important than Big Brother for anyone who wants to take that and try to make that something else. The worst ever. Bowie Jane could have been great. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Maya. Hi, Joan. Hi, Pamela. Anxiety was through the roof, man. Mine was through the roof also. Okay, let me start addressing this episode. So I had a mixed bag of hopes coming into this episode because I said, okay, Jag's not going to be playing. Wait, was Jag playing? Yeah. In the HOH? Okay, everybody played in the HOH, right? All right. So we get to this. Let's start off at the very beginning. So the first part of it, which is in my title, is, was there a blue blindside? We already knew that because they talked about it all week. Everybody knew that Blue was going home except for Blue. Nobody, as far as I know, unless it happened it might have happened during the time that the feeds were down, honestly, because Blue didn't look as upset as I expected her to be. And you know how sometimes they inform the person like right before, and then they show it in the next episode where they tell them that they were going up, because Blue seemed rather calm, but I don't know. Either way, Blue and America were sitting up there. We got a little bit of fireworks from America. And I will get to the comments, I promise. I just have to get through the recap. We got some fireworks from America. She said, show of hands. How many of y'all sitting here have been victimized by Jag? She talked about his bad breath. And she said his endless lap dance requests. Like, she kind of went in on Jag. And I said, it's really bold of America to go in on Jag like that, knowing that she is most likely staying based on everything that everybody has said to her. She knows that she's most likely staying in the house. So hypothetically, if she was still in the house right now, she would have an angry Jag and an angry Matt, because, you know, they're a package deal. So they would both be pissed at her. So I was like, what timing for her to make such a speech? But it was interesting. So ultimately, after all this talk, you better tell Blue beforehand, Felicia saying, you better tell Blue beforehand, or I'm going to vote for America to stay. Talks about Cirie potentially voting. Not America to stay. Felicia potentially voting for Blue to stay. And talks about Cirie potentially voting for Blue to stay also. Ultimately, the theme of the season, unanimous. Everything that happens here is unanimous. Unanimous. There have only, as I posted before this episode, there have only been 3 evictions that were not unanimous. So unanimously, Blue went home 3-0. Everybody voted for her to go. There were no fireworks when Blue left. She hugged everybody. She went out calm and cool. That was that. So now we get into our big moment, which I was so nervous about. I was like, the only 2 people who can change the course of this game right now are America and Cirie. I've been saying that all week. The only 2 people who can change the course of this game are America and Cirie winning HOH. So we are getting into this HOH, which is a memory comp. They had A, B, or C. They showed 3 pictures. The pictures were combinations of Taylor Hale, Turner, Joseph, and Heisam. And it was like an A, B, or C, remembering the details competition. So it had nothing to do with anything that they were studying or parts of the house or anything about the days. It was just a matter of who remembers the details correctly. They would ask for which part of the poster says this, who was wearing hats, who was wearing sunglasses, that type of stuff. Characteristically of this season, I remember comps like this where the people who were winning were really good at the comps. I remember Xavier being good at a comp like this. I remember Cody being really good at a comp like this. They all seem to be guessing a lot. But up until question, I think maybe question number 5, Cirie was the best guesser. She was the best guesser to that point. She got the last 2 questions wrong. Matt and Bowie got those 2 questions right. That's where my heart sunk. Because I'm like, no matter who wins out of Bowie or Matt, those noms are staying the same. So I didn't care from that point who won the end of that comp. So ultimately, they end up in a tie, Bowie and Matt. And it's another guessing game about guessing the number of minutes. Bowie guesses the best again. Total luck. And Bowie wins the HOH. And I'm like, it's a wrap. Neither Matt nor Jag are going up, so that means it's a wrap. The only thing that I was not sure about was she going to put up the mamas or was she going to put up one mama in America? That was my only question. So she put up Felicia in America. And I was like, the one chance we had at an interesting week, which was America staying, is going to go home unless she wins the power veto. Matt again, Olympic Matt showed up again. Because remember that power veto when they wanted Jared to go home and Matt won that thing in like 37 seconds? Well, Olympic Matt showed up again in all his glory. Won this popcorn competition easily. And I was like, noms are staying the same. America begged him. America's funny because she was like, Jag, forget all that stuff I said about you. There was no more intrigue for me from that point on. And now let me get to the comments. I know there's probably a lot of them. And I'm going to try to catch up with all your comments. I just had to just give my recap before I got to the comments. I did it quick. We're only at 12 minutes. FBJ. Bowie Jane's playing for third place because, or second, third or second, because what a resume booster it would be for Bowie to have Jag out. Never in my life did I think I'm so sad that America's not coming back in this house. Sari, she fumbled so bad. Facts. Prayers to Maine, absolutely. Worst double eviction. This is the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario for me. Yep. I mean, I guess bittersweet for her. I have hopped on after I finished my Discord rants. This season is trash. I can't disagree. Cameron, I was so hyped. I was so hyped when Sari was in the lead. Bowie Jane winning was just gut-wrenching for me. Well, I'm holding my end of the bargain. I'll only watch the live feeds and you bringing us updates until something happens. I don't blame anybody who wants to abandon ship at this point, quite frankly. No matter what, if Matt had won HOH, it would have gone down gone down the same. Oh, Jag didn't play. Yeah, so what I was going to say with that point was like, Jag's not in there, so gave everybody a chance. Hi, Tasha. Felicia got lucky this time, Mark. She did. She gets lucky every time. She gets lucky because they're always like, there's a bigger target. There's a more important target. That's the only reason why she's still there. I'm upset too. Debbie. I'm upset about that too. And she was like a super fan that knows the game and she dreamed of coming on the show. Come on, America. When we go down in history and talk about the season and talk about seasons past, America is not memorable. It is what it is. She knows it. Hi, Eva. Yeah, that was funny that he raised his own hand when she said, "Who has been victimized by Jag?" Hi, Charm Life. LMFAO Ma. America basically said everything we've been saying on the interview with Julie. America said that makes it even stupider, to be quite honest with you. Like if that was planned, it makes it even dumber. I was about to give her some credit for that if she did it just on the spur of the moment, but if she warned him before, way to make a lame thing even lamer. I thought Sari was I didn't think she was going to win at the start, but in the middle, I had a lot of hope. I'm so thankful America called out the inequitable comps. It's not going to change the course of the game. I missed the first half of the episode. I tuned in during so you just had your heart ripped out right at the beginning. I'm sorry, Cass. And of the 3 evictions, 2 of the 3 was just Sari voting to keep her allies. Good evening, D. I'm stressed right now. Oh man, I'm too stressed for no reason. Jared eviction, Izzy eviction, and Red. Yep. Sari was so close. I was annoyed. It was like they were all guessing. If I saw somebody who was like, I'm sure that hat was on Taylor. I'm sure that the end is near was on poster number 3. Like if it was somebody who was just, very good at this winning, I would be like, it sucks, but they're just too good. They just beat everybody because they're so good. But the fact that everybody was like, is it A, B, or C? Oh, let me just juggle all these 3 things, and whichever one it lands on, that's what I'm going to put it on. This is typical season 25. Oh, my bad. Turner and Pooch. I think I said Joseph. Hey, Danny. I thought Sari was she had all of our hopes up. Bowie is so lame. She's literally playing for third. No way you look at these house guests and be like, Felicia and America. This is what I'm trying to say, man. Come on, Bowie. You take out Jag, and you're the only person with 2 HOH wins under your belt. And you took out the 2 people with the most wins. Now, if Bowie was sitting next to Jag in a final 2 chair, everybody would be like, hey, Bowie, were you playing your own game or were you playing Matt and Jag's game? And if one of them is sitting next to her, look what happened to Cody. Good evening, Deborah. They literally gave the only veto Matt could win. Sari always disappoints. I was so irritated, but also pissed America wasn't helpful. Me too. Sari got questions 2 to 4 right and got everything else wrong. Crazy. I didn't even think about that, but no matter what, if Matt had won HOH, it would have gone. Yep. What time are we? Oh, I'm still 8 minutes behind. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like talking in a circle. Once again, 10,000 seconds was too much. Math ain't mathin'. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little more behind because this is the first math ain't mathin' reference. I need to drop this.
What sense does that make? The math is not mathing.
She told Jag, forget my speech. Forget the speech that I made. Come on now. Why exactly? Supposed to be a fun night and nothing, for real. America needed this more than anything, and she couldn't even do it. Bowie needs to be canceled. I'm fed up. I'm fed up too. I'm fed up too, big brother. I am fed up. I am fed up. By the way, did Felicia break the record of being on the block? I don't know. She said she did. Has anyone been on the block more than 6 times? How many times was Taylor on the block? Let's see. 20 times. Taylor was on the block 6 times. So she's tied it. Matt wins both double evictions. Oh, yeah, he did. Isn't that something? Told y'all he was going to activate those. I'm telling y'all, Matt is playing when it comes to these physical competitions. I know there's some where his handicap affects him, but these physical ones, he's been playing games. Nobody in this house has a backbone besides Sari, basically. She only can't pull out backbone type of moves because she isn't winning anything. As soon as we saw that setup for the veto, we all knew Matt was going to win. Obviously, I said it right away. Blue hugged that. She did not get mad. She hugged everybody and left peacefully, as did America. America will always keep the humor, but season's over. Give Jag a check and call it 100 days. Pretty much. Matt wins. He doesn't stand up and try to win the whole show. Neither does Bowie. Makes no sense to me. The math is not mathing. Matt 10,000. Bowie Jane answer 5,400. See what I'm like? This is what I'm saying. It was just a complete guess. Do you think Sari threw that? I do not think she threw it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she could have, but I don't think she did. Bowie's playing for 4th. She thinks that she's ahead of Sari, but I'm 9 minutes behind. The comment section is on fire right now. I wanted to give America a hug during her exit interview because I felt her frustration so bad. I feel you. What a blue eviction exit. She tried. She didn't throw it. I think that's supposed to be. Matt has not been trying in these comps. I've been saying that. He may be able to beat Jag. So I'll throw out a conspiracy theory because I need a laugh. Do you think Sari threw? Hello, everybody. Hi, Chanel. FBJ. Matt wins the same double eviction veto comp again. The most predictable season of all time. I think she wanted to win too. Betty has already abandoned ship, and I honestly don't blame her. I still have to watch yesterday's episode of Survivor. I wasn't home, as y'all know. At this point, I wish the haters were right. I wish the season was scripted for Sari. It'd be more interesting, right? Did y'all catch Sari talking to Matt at the end? And I think that he said, "You're never going up." I think that's what I heard him say. I don't think any of these people know how to play BB because where is the cutthroatness? Non-existent, Zinzi. Non-existent. You know it's bad when I haven't even seen the episode and don't care about spoilers. I knew that this episode for me was make or break. If anyone other than Sari or America won the double eviction, I knew that I was just in for the most insufferable 14 days. It's funny because I still plan to go 100 days. I still plan to keep up with my coverage. However, the reason I'm saying it's funny, mental health is not going to break me. Needing a break from doing this is not going to break me. The Big Brother community is not going to break me. What's going to break me is the actual show. Actually just watching the show. All these other factors that are making it hard for other vloggers to continue are not impacting me. But the actual show itself at this point is like the hardest thing is going to be watching it. All right, let me try to speed through these as much as I can. I'm done with the season outside of the jury episode. Oh yeah, I'm glad that Julie said that next Thursday they're gonna finally show some jury. I hope it's not 10 seconds. Hey Mark, hey everyone, glad I'm not frustrated alone scrubbing these pots and pans. You probably scrubbing the hell out of those pots and pans, Lisa. America does not give. I know she's a super fan. She's like a glad to be there super fan, not a make move super fan. Y'all should have seen my live reactions during the episode. We are definitely thinking of life. Like I was doing dishes too. Are you banging the pots and pans like Josh? I loved when Matt was nodding his head when he found out Sari was winning. Did you see America fist pumping when Sari was in the lead? Do you think Sari will be in the Final Four? I think Matt wants her in the Final Four, so I think she'll be in the Final Four. The worst part was that she took it back. America, the super fans should have known to get out of the bed with Corey and work on a social game, right? I was screaming out that F word multiple times when Sari couldn't win. Great minds think alike, Edward. I was cheering for Sari to win. I know. I was cheering like this was a sports competition. When Sari picked B instead of A, when Julie asked which poster had 3 people, I knew it was over. Blue's interview with Julie was so strange. The Blue in America exit interviews were night and day. It was Mickey. Blue seemed too chill. Too chill. I feel like they told her at some point. And the Jared and Izzy evictions were unanimous except for Sari because it was her son and adopted daughter. Red was the one and only that who had a split vote. Sari threw the veto. I don't think so. I don't think Sari wanted to win. I want to say she threw it as a way to comfort myself, but I saw her reaction to picking C instead of A, and I started to think she didn't throw it. I think so. I think it's that she was bad at comps too. And all these like A or B memory stuff, she's been terrible at. I was playing along. I missed a few too. I don't think it's easy. I just most of them look like they were guessing everything. Diddy boop. Well, maybe Mimi will cheer me up a little bit.
Okay. Well, guess what? If I win, somebody ain't Diddy bopping.
Right. Okay.
I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
If I win, one of them won't be Diddy bopping.
Mm-hmm. I think
One of y'all won't be Diddy bopping. Even that didn't do anything for me. I got to be honest. Oh, yeah. That one is 100% applicable. Do I have that? Yes, I do.
Oh, my God, Jesus. I know you were just way too stingy with the common sense. You needed to disperse it a little better because these people.
You needed to give Bowie some of that common sense, please. That one was for Bowie Jane, who doesn't care about winning first place. Matt Jag came up with throwing HOH to Bowie. Matt threw with that. Doesn't matter. Matt winning, Bowie winning, same thing. Oh, Johnny Mac 9 times. Yeah, Taylor went up 6 times. I figured they did that for a reason. The first half of the season was dominated by women, and the second half was dominated by men. But the stupid thing is there was 5 women and 2 men. And the women worked against each other. I said, oh, the women are going to work together because there's 5 of them and there's 2 men. Come on now. Bowie's existence is disrespectful to all the people who left and care about winning the game. They're probably literally going to be pissed. Very predictable. He's great at swimming, though. Anything. I was excited too, and I thought that was going to happen too, but they don't like each other. They don't trust each other. They're handing it to the men. This season has my head hurting too, honestly. The next HOH is crucial. This is gonna be a really hard week to invest in. I'm not sure. Probably. I knew too when I saw that veto comp. Yep. To know which comps each player is great at what, so they pick a comp they want a certain player to win. Yeah, you remember last year that late HOH where they had a fashion, like a fashion thing that showed all of Julie's outfits. I was like, they literally made this whole thing for Taylor to win. Hey everyone, I'm so done with this season. Don't blame you. When do we find out when the next HOH is crowned? Good question. I believe that I heard you're never going up. I thought that's what I heard Matt say. How do we know Sari has a backbone? She does nothing to win the show. She would make a big move because she gets others to win and do hard moves. Matt will be crazy to take Jag. I'm still not even close to being caught up with these comments. Y'all are commenting tonight. Matt will be crazy to take Jag to the final 2. The winner of these HOH can play in the final HOH. Matt did say Sari will never go up when he has power. Thanks, Mark. Most nominated was Victoria. I heard Matt tell Sari that too. I hope those are true words. And she hugged him. I only watched the first 30 minutes of Survivor. I have to watch. And I have to rewatch the challenge episode because if anyone knows anything about watching challenge episodes or going to premiere parties, it's so loud in those bars that they have them in that you can't even hear anything. I thought I heard Sari saying something about Felicia, like, would I go up over Felicia or something to that effect? I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to have to sleep on this horrible night. What's happening next week? Okay. This season is like rooting for the Cleveland Browns. Regular week will finally get on Thursday. Yeah, 100 days is too long. This is the first time I felt stressed covering this show. Thanks, Edward. I was yelling that I hate Bowie. I was singing the Bowie J song. Effing Bowie Jane. Effing Bowie Jane. If y'all have seen that, if you haven't seen it, look it up on YouTube. It's kind of funny. My brain on the inside after the episode. I've checked, and Felicia isn't even top 10 most nominated, so she thinks she's special. Blue makes me uncomfortable listening to her, though. She's so airheady. Blue, she did. It looked like a performance to me too, Lisa. I agree with you. She seems like a decent woman, but I just had to unleash my frustration. It definitely seemed like an act. She did. Listen, Blue did not look like she cared enough when she got out. I'll still try to get my interview with her, but she did not look like she cared enough. Everybody's lives Or will Jag survive the double eviction? Yeah, because that's all it was about. Julie did say Blue was told she was going when the live feeds were on Pets. Oh, she did? Oh, maybe I didn't catch that. Oh, she was nominated 6 times during BB16. Sounds like only one. That leaves 4. I was hearing something about them doing something like a double eviction for that week, but we'll see. We'll see what they do with that. And then I heard people saying that Sunday there will be a surprise eviction. Who knows? So many rumors. Did y'all see them look Sari was giving Felicia when she was doing her speech? Yeah. Math ain't mathin'. Well, remember everyone that before the live show, you can vote for a favorite house guest. Finale night, Matt and Jag were just using Bowie to get to the end, and it worked to perfection, apparently. Someone said so. Yeah, a bunch of people are saying that. Bowie Jane is happy to do whatever she's told. No backbone. I'm low-key happy she's gone for that reason. She isn't playing with any self-awareness at all, too trusting, too oblivious, thinking she's doing something when she's not. By the way, y'all, I didn't do this when there were 65 people on here because I wasn't even thinking about it. Please take this time to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet, hit the notification bell. Regardless of the fact that we got a really crappy outcome of today, I am still committed to covering these last 14 days of Big Brother. Whether it's jumping on here to talk about nothing, or whether something randomly like a fight happens or something randomly happens, which I'm not expecting, except for maybe the mamas. I hope the mamas have some kind of thing. But aside from that, I'll be here, though. I'll be here. So hit the like button. I would appreciate that. Thank you in advance. Not even going to play the math ain't mathing quote again. People complain about Sari being a wasted spot when it was Bowie Jane, for real. All 3 women over 45 are still somehow in the house because this is a season of ageism. If Matt or Jag win HOH, Matt, Nam, Felicia, and Bowie Jane, I'm guessing. Jag wins HOH, it's Felicia and Sari. Smokey, Bowie is the only one who could beat them, but on the other hand, whenever she wins, she keeps them safe. An oxymoron. I hope there are less physical comps coming. It was always her, Ma. Sometime late tonight or early tomorrow. So are they playing the HOH comp now? All right. We have consistently been 8 minutes behind this whole time. Who would she put up? Matt and Jag. And it's like there's less people in here. 18 people left, but the comments are still coming at the same speed. Ma, the best 3 placeholders in BB history. Okay. Right. He no longer likes Felicia. Matt got to go for it. Tap that like button, everybody. Share and subscribe too. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, I'm gonna watch. I have to watch House of Villains and Survivor. I might watch them tonight to get this bad taste out of my mouth. Well, they are right. I agree with them this time. Guessing was the best strategy. November 9, please get here. Probably not. They're probably gonna show like 5 minutes of it. Hey man, at least you're a Panthers fan. Fees are down. They're gonna be down until after the West Coast episode airs. The IQ is not mathing. I'm not even thinking about that, but I'm glad that you find some relief in that. Did I link that video or did you find that? Which video are you talking about? Blue's face was very upset before she went out the door. She's just a good actress. Blue's only there for attention. Yeah, she won. She won what she wanted to win. Usually there are 3 house guests in the finale, but we will see what they do. 2-hour show, I believe they can. That would be kind of cool, but we made a comment about what happens after you get out the strong people. That let me know she wasn't trying to win. I see 40. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Ma. There will be an eviction Sunday after next. Okay. The Sunday episode won't be a filler for once. At this point, Felicia might put Sari up. I mean, if she won, she definitely, I think she would put Sari up for sure. I commend you for staying for the whole game. I can't, you see, as a fan, right? If I was just watching somebody's live, yes, I might be like, I'm done. I'm so annoyed with the season. I quit. But as a vlogger, I don't understand. I just don't get the concept of starting something and not finishing it. As a lot of you know, my dad passed away this year. And something that I said in my speech at his funeral was about when I was a little kid. And he used to come home from work and he would say, "Hey, Mark, how's the homework coming along?" And I would often tell him, like, I'm almost done. Almost done was just an answer to get him off my back. And he would say, "What is almost?" He'd be like, "There's no such thing as almost." 86, some people would say 86 is almost 100. But I'm like, 86 is not 100. I said at the start of the season, I'm doing 100 days. And no matter what happened in the house, 100 days is happening. The only way 100 days would not happen is, like, knock on wood, if I wasn't around for 100 days. But if I'm here and I'm able, 100 days is happening. And I know that probably put me behind another 4 or 5 minutes, but thank you for saying that, Mickey. That was an important thing for me to say. All right. Blue came to get more clout, definitely. Okay, the dumb twist. Matt has 2 vetoes to Jack 7. Comp wins. What an argument for jury. I don't know. Effing Bowie Jane. I would play that video, but it would probably get my video taken down. She did. She did. He's not. Oh, have I reached the end? Sorry, Ma. I have reached the end. I was behind for the whole 45 minutes. I've never seen this before. I've never been behind on the comments for 45 minutes. That's crazy. I should make my own song and just produce it for myself, copyright it myself. I watched this vlogger, Roxy, and she said she had a funny song about Izzy from Love is Blind. Oh, I got to check that out. We ran out of steam. I ran out of steam too, as you can see. I'm happy to get to the end of these comments. I feel like I just finished the end of a task list at work. Goodness. America should have pitched to Matt. By the way, y'all, channel memberships are available. I would appreciate anyone who subscribes for a channel membership. Let's see. To support my channel, super chats, memberships are available. And I have a spot for Cash App or PayPal donations scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Would appreciate them. But even if not, I just appreciate everyone who shows up. I'm very dedicated. Who said it? Who said it in my? Somebody said in my Discord that this was going to be a therapy session. It's going to be Mark's counseling session. It's counseling for y'all and for me because actually and factually, if I didn't, before I had this channel, if I was just watching this, there's nobody that I talk about Big Brother with in my personal life. So you know what I would do? Go to bed angry and not talk about anything. I needed to vent. So this is a counseling session for me. Thank y'all. RIP season 25. The only person getting through to Matt would be Sari. Double happened too quickly. Oh, hey, Lin, if I didn't say that. Matt is not a fan of the moment he picked the cutout punishment. Yep. Oh, the end of last season was so good. It was so good for real. At this point in time, I can tell you who I remember. Charmed Life, Lisa, Tammy. Like a bunch of y'all were on there. Lin. At this time last year, we were sitting down watching Taylor make her drunken speech or like create her speech while she was drinking wine and spilling it on herself. Not at this time last year, but like days wise. Because it ended in like 80 something days. I mean, it ended before 86 days, but you know what I mean. Marcus, we're supposed to keep Mark behind on the comments. I've been forcing BB talk on my BFF. Now she gets the rest. Last season, you know what they say? They say that you don't know what you have until it's gone. And I was complaining about BB24. Now I'm with all those people that said BB24 was better. BB24, I had somebody clear that I was rooting for. BB25 is just... That live last year is one of my favorite BB memories. For those who were not here on my music and mental health channel, I was on live. I just got on live and I put the live feeds on my channel. And I didn't know what we were going to be watching. But it was like watching a movie. We watched Turner, Monty, and Taylor. They were all talking together. Then Turner went to sleep. Monty and Taylor were having a discussion in the kitchen. Then Monty kissed Taylor and was like, good night. Taylor went into the bathroom. She was like, I have to get Monty out. Then she started going over what she was going to say in her speech. She was going back and forth. I think she even cried a little bit. It was epic. It was epic. We stayed on. It had to be like 4 hours plus. I think the longest that I've been on this season is like 2.5 hours. Nothing has compelled me to be on for 4 hours. Yeah. Need someone like to give us something to breathe. Taylor was entertaining as she prepared her speech. And what's so cool is I got a chance to talk to her about that last year. I was like, me and the people on my channel all watched you put together that speech, and it was epic. I told her that to her face. Maybe we'll get a really good season next year. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath. Lisa, that's the part that makes it the worst. The fact that I had such high expectations. They had that pre-Big Brother 25 special. They brought those people back for the commercial. It's just like, come on. Come on now. They kept it hot last season for real. That bear heat. That uncaged snake. I hope you do get on, Ma. I will be your biggest hater. You're going to come back and be like, I thought this was my friend. I know, Edward. I know. What did that have to do with anything at this point? I'm like, is one of them coming into the house? Like, what's happening with that? And where's Derek and Cody's involvement? Because they said they're involved in this season. Yes. I love Michael the best last season, but wanted a woman to win. Taylor's speeches were epic. They were. I saved it and tried to remember the line. She would be good in politics. I always said that. But if Big Brother is still on in 3 years, which my dad thinks it won't be, I'll just apply just to entertain y'all. Taylor was the blockbuster, y'all. The blockbuster. Yeah, Lewis, I so agree with you there. I agree with you too, Lin. Yep. That would make it way more interesting, but unfair, but way more interesting. That's funny, Cass. All right, y'all. I have about 10 more minutes left to do this. I have about 10 more minutes. I'm proud of myself for even coming on and doing this live. I mean, there's no way that I wasn't going to do this live, but Ma was like, are you going to take a walk before you do this live in my Discord? And I'm like, I wish I could. But I try to be as professional as possible. When I say that I'm going to come on at 10:05, it's not that I've been on time 100% of the time, obviously, but I try my best to stick to my commitments. Those are very, very important to me. The only time you see me late really is if I put a time down and I'm just predicting what time I'm going to finish different things, because sometimes I cannot really predict ahead of time. I just try my best. The latest I think I'm going to finish whatever I'm doing, I add half an hour to that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, man. Isn't it so interesting, though, actually, that America, Cam, and Corey are going to be in the jury together for a week? That's going to be like a personal hell for Cameron. That's going to be a personal hell for Cameron. I'm taking a walk after you sign off. I got everything out and I'm feeling better. Thank you, Mark, for the space to process the frustration. That will be $49.99. All of you owe me $49.99 in super chats for this therapy session. It's a joke, but BB doesn't give rain checks nor exchanges or returns, unfortunately. I like the Discord. Are you? Oh, that's you in the Discord. I didn't even realize that. Best group therapy session ever. I hope Cameron enjoys his personal hell. I felt like a grandmother in the old days. I need to like watch an old season or watch some old highlights just to get my mind off of this trash that I'm watching right now. Oh, Blue is there. That's right. I forgot. Blue is going to be there. I'm going to bed very, very shortly. Well, I'm not going to bed, but I'm jumping off of here very shortly. Yep. I think that if they have BB Jury live feeds, I agree. It is. It can be. Night, Edward. Hi, Birdie. You're welcome. Yeah, I was wondering because you're not named Holly in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, your name is not Holly in the Discord. Are you Devonster Bro 1834? Because I didn't know who that was. By the way, if y'all want to continue this chat, because Lisa, Ma, others had it popping in the chat earlier. So I am going to... I'm going to post my Discord link in here. And y'all can follow my Discord if you want to continue this conversation when I jump off. We've been having good conversations, especially today. We had a funny conversation. Oh, we got 50 likes and 44 watching. That is what's up. The math is mathing, y'all. Thank you. Wait a minute. Is this not... I think it did not put my correct Discord link. There we go. That's my Discord link. If y'all are not on Discord, hop on my Discord. Also, $52 likes now. Let's see. I was just gonna say, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say, Lin Lin? Cass, earlier in this live, I almost typed in Matt and Jane instead of Matt and Jag. I got another 5 minutes, y'all. So whatever you want to type it in here. I'll try to read as many as I can in the next 5 minutes. But I want to thank all of you. You are my house guests. You are my favorite house guests. You are the show. You make it more bearable for me. To cover the show, especially during a season like this where the show is just so predictable. This is my membership link where I drop my exclusive content. It's only $2.99. That's all my promo for tonight. Your name is Torture. I keep thinking there are two people. Oh, so you know how it feels now. Huh? Interesting. Oh, so that is Holly. Interesting. I think none of us knew who that was. Funny enough. Two can play that game. His exclusive content. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hopping on. Thank you as always. Big Brother is over. We have 14 days. I'm sorry, I added 2 days. Woo. 14 days, not 16. For those in the East Coast, in an hour, we can say 13 days. And I'm going to be on here for the remainder of the days. I promise y'all. I don't know. Sometimes the notifications come in late. I hope everybody has an amazing night. Thank you for helping me maintain my sanity with this terrible double eviction. One of the worst late game double evictions I've ever seen. Predictable, boring, 1 out of 10. I wonder, what did I upload? I wonder what that upload notification would be. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't upload anything recently. Okay. Have a fantastic night. And be great on purpose, as one of my friends always says. And we will talk tomorrow.
So you literally were one of my very first followers. And then when you followed me and I, followed back, I was like, this dude is cool. Like,
if they say talk to your manager, you just say, you know what, talk to the hand. You don't need to be on my podcast. But yeah, dude. Yeah, you do a great job.
Thank you. I always get a kick out of talking with you on Patreon. You have a really good, view on it.
That wasn't planned.
You know what?
Thank
but
you.
I like this Canadian.
Well,
I like this one.
well,